Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 216 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we are drafting some more M20. Unfortunately, this is not the right ley line. If it was the black one, it's like $12. This one's probably a penny. We've got an Air Elemental, which is pretty darn solid. We've got that. There's a Corpse Knight, but I'm not going to jump into Black White for that. There's Leafkin Druid. I think it's really between Air Elemental and Leafkin Druid. And you can talk about Corpse Knight, but we're just going to take Air Elemental. Blue is fantastic in this set. Air Elemental is a very good card. Sold. Maybe we get into blue-white flyers, as everybody was in last week. We could get there. Let's take the Air Elemental. This, of course, is a sponsored draft. This is on behalf of Daniel over on patreon.com/themanaleak. Here, we get ourselves a Barkhide Troll, which is fine. A Lavakin Brawler, which is pretty good. Or just a Warden of Evos Isles. Maybe we just jump in. Maybe we just jump into the flyers. I'm going to double check on Field of the Dead. I assume it's not worth much. It's 64 cents, yeah. Field of the Dead reminds me that I really need to get on practicing Standard because the Arena Mythic Championship Qualifier weekend is next weekend. And I have to play Standard in that. Which means I also have to open Arena. Let's take Warden of Evos Isles. We get a Griffin Sentinel if we want to jump in, but we can get a Griffin Sentinel. So I'm a little bit more interested in taking the Octoprophet to stay on blue, the Thicket Crasher if we're potentially going to go blue-green. I want a slightly better signal for blue-white, because if we get into blue-white and we don't get the Eagle, and we don't get the Griffin Protectors, then we're in kind of a crap deck. So this is not where we're going to jump into blue-white. Stick on blue or take the Crasher. We're not taking Raptor. We're not taking the Scourger. Yeah, it's Thicket Crasher or Octoprophet for me here. And I think I might just stay on color. I'm going to pick this and we're going to get past a Risen Reef. Just watch. Okay, good. Okay, good. We get a Brineborn Cutthroat, which is pretty solid. It's better than a Convolute. It's better than a Sea Serpent. It's better than a Gust. There's a Mask here, which is a definite option. But I like me a Brineborn Cutthroat, and it keeps us on color. Blue-white duel as well. Yeah, let's take Brineborn. We get a Sleep Paralysis, which is fine. It's not super exciting. None of these red cards are pickable. The green cards are not really pickable over that. So yeah, we'll just stick on blue. Sticking on blue. We get a Loaming Shaman. I know that you can do some dumb things with that. What's the loop on that? You need to be black, right? Because you want to loop it with Soul Salvage. We get just another Sleep Paralysis to just stick on blue some more. Relatively late Chandra's Embercat if we want to push into blue-red elementals. But I think I'm happy just taking this blue while it's coming. Let's take Sleep Paralysis. Alright, we don't get to take a blue card. But, huh? Wait, what? Huh? This must have been a very good pack. There's a Chandra's Outrage, there's a Goblin Smuggler, there's a Leafkin Druid. Holy moly. I guess Chandra's Outrage is the best card in the pack. Keeps stacking up our 4-drops, but wow. 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 Wow, okay, let's take the Outrage. Interestingly, there's no white, which means maybe everybody is fighting over white again. Let's keep a tally. Let's see if we play white, white, white again in all 3 matches. Unfortunately, no Golos yet. Had some good fun with him. Another Brineborn Cutthroat's fine by me. Man, if we pick up some more instants, a pair of these is going to be really good. Loaming Shaman, we're not going to ditch into green for. We're not taking these red cards. Yeah, Brineborn Cutthroat in. So I will double check that ley line, but it's got to be worth a penny or something. Ley line of Abundance is 37 cents. We might play a Convolute. We're certainly blue. We know we're blue. We don't know we're red yet, and I'm not taking a Pack Mastiff just yet. So let's take Convolute. Not a fan of any of these cards. We can take a green wood. We're not playing it though. We know we're blue. I'm happy with that. Maybe there was just a lot of red in that one pack. Well, good thing I didn't take that Sentinel, because here it is again. This is the same one. We're going to take this, but I don't think white's open. I don't think white's open at all. So the question is, do we take a squad captain, which I don't really want even in the best blue-white Flyers deck? Or do I just take a Sea Serpent? I just take a Sea Serpent. Nope. Unplayables. So unplayable. Such a bad card. Yeah, we're blue. And that's all we know. That's all we know. Because, yeah, it was that one pack that was insane in red. And we've seen nothing since. And not really anything before. We'll take this Fortress Crab. And we'll take this unplayable card. Alright, pack 2. Explain. Explain yourself. Explain what's going on here. There's the Protector, there's a Frost Lynx, there's a Sage's Row Denizen, or there's just an Embodiment. We could be blue-black. This card might come back around. Unfortunately, it's the first one we've seen. And for commons, you can basically assume that there's 0.1 copies for every pack that you haven't seen yet. And so we haven't seen 15 packs, so there's 1.5 more copies of these on statistical averages. Statistical averages, of course, not meaning anything in one singular draft. There's an Agonizing Siphon as well. Embodiment's just really good. It's also cheaper with our Warden. It's going to suck if we don't end up actually getting into black. Let's take it. It's powerful enough. Hi! 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 Hello! Yes! Wow! Wow. That's like $5. There's a common missing, so either the person is not value drafting, or the common was a foil mythic, and worth even more. But yeah, we're good. We're good. Time to be mono blue. Holy moly. Get in the deck. Holy moly. Cloudkin Seer, I mean, let's just go mono blue, right? Griffin Sentinel, get the hell out of there. We're taking the Cloudkin Seer. Black cards aren't good enough. Red cards aren't good enough. Cloudkin Seer is amazing. We could take a Metropolis Sprite if we do want to do this whole stay blue thing. Mask is pretty good. Mask is better than Metropolis Sprite. We don't really want to sack our stuff, though, to be honest. We're just flying in and getting them. Sacking sounds bad. There's a Goblin Smuggler over there, too. Oh, it's tough. The mono blue train is just working so well right now. No, I don't think we're a mask deck. Maybe we are. I haven't played the mask enough is the problem. Maybe the Goblin's just better. Let's take the Goblin. Let's take the Goblin. Maybe we're not mono blue. Then we get a Flame Sweep. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I think I'm happy being blue-red now. So we'll take Flame Sweep. It hits currently 2 of our creatures if they don't have counters on them. Everything else lives. Seems great. I guess it hits Smuggler as well. Well, we could take Bird Grabber because we're certainly going to fly. And we don't want another Convolute. Alright, this deck's looking good. This deck's looking good. That's the first Miscreant we've seen. And this is pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is pick 7, which means there is 0.9 copies on average of this remaining that we might see. So I'm not in on that. I'm just going to take the Metropolis Sprite. It's better than a Sea Serpent. It's better than a Digger. Get in the deck. Third Sleep Paralysis is not probably going to get played, but the second Convolute's not going to get played. Goblin Ringleader's horrible. So let's take the Sleep Paralysis, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Well, there's the Denizen. And we've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blue creatures. Well, that's pretty good. And I think it's better than... Well, Captivating Gyre is decent. I think we actually just take the Captivating Gyre. Like, that's just going to win us games. Or put a game so far out of reach that it'll win us the next turn. Nothing here is playable. We'll take a Retributive Wand. Nothing here is playable. We'll take a Moldervine. What a good pass. What a good pass, that Cavalier. We'll take a blue-black duel, but I don't think we're going to splash for anything. We got triple blue, double blue, double blue, double blue. We're not splashing. We are very much a two-color deck here. Second Fortress Crab, I don't think we'll play it, but could be good out of the sideboard. Undead Servant, nope. Fairy Miscreant, we're not going to play it by itself, but it can hang out in the main board. Because who knows, maybe we get Fairy Miscreant, Fairy Miscreant, Fairy Miscreant, right? I'm not splashing for a Tomebound Lich. This is not a splashy deck that we're doing here. So there's just a Sage's Road Denizen, or just a dual in our colors. I think we just take the dual in our colors. This card used to be worth a bunch online, because it is worth 20 cents. Because when Journey into Nyx was being drafted, which is where this card was from, or maybe it was Born of the Gods, I think it was Journey, is when MTGO switched from version 3 to version 4, and everybody hated it. And there was a massive die-off on Magic Online when they switched to version 3 to version 4. And so nobody drafted Journey into Nyx. And so this card was randomly like $14 online. But it looks like it has now gone way down because people are drafting again on Magic Online. Version 4 finally got better. Finally got better. Temple, get in there. Well, there's another Fairy Miscreant, but there is just a Shock. And we're just going to take a Shock. Because Shock's good. Shock's good. And this will come back around. Like, out of this pack, that's going to be the card that we get back, and we're going to be fine with it. Here we get an second Warden. Cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. Already as cheap as it can be. Yeah, I'll take a second Warden. Makes the other Warden cheap. Yeah, second Warden over the Unsummon. Happy with that, happy with that. Another Shock, yup. Yup. We're at 14 creatures, that's fine. Give me that Shock. Another duel. Spitfire. We're not dealing damage, really. I guess it works with Shock. We have 3 ways of dealing damage. Which, like, if we do all 3, that would end up being a total of 9 extra damage being done. Plus it's a flyer. Oh, that's tough. Winged Words or Chandra's Spitfire. I mean, we're not going to see another one of these. We could potentially see another one of these. Drawing cards might just be better, though. Getting us closer to the Cavalier, the Air Elemental, whatever it is that we need to win the game. Feels like the adult responsible pick. We're going to do the adult responsible pick here. That's pretty late for that shared summon, so we're going to take that away from anybody else, because we don't want to negate or a convolute. So we've got a full deck, and we're not taking Renowned Weaponsmith, so it's just a question of do we want Bone Dash? I don't think we do. I think our deck is flawless. Oh, this Fairy Miscreant's awful. Fairy Miscreant, get out. Bone Dash, welcome to the club. Bone Dash, get out. Welcome and Anticipate, I think, is going to be the plan here. Yeah, Bone Dash, get out. Anticipate, get in. Here, nothing. We can take a Reckless Airstrike for the sideboard. This deck looks good. I really like this deck. I really like it. Which means we're going to go 0-3. It's very consistent after doing back-to-back 5-color Golos drafts. Back-to-back 5-color Golos drafts where I went 4-2 total. That's out of my wheelhouse. That's out of my my usual style, but it was fun. It was very fun. Well, that Fairy Miscreant did come back as expected. There's a Marauder's Axe, which kind of works with flyers, but not enough. So we'll just take this Fairy Miscreant. In case I miscounted and there's actually like one more coming. Because if we get 3, I'm probably still not playing them. But we could think about it maybe. I like this deck. It looks speedy. it looks speedy with the option of, you know, turtling up and waiting until we get 5/5 flyers or 4/4 flyers or 4/6 unblockables. Very heavy on the blue, very light on the red. But the red is all like later game, whenever game. We basically just want this on turn 3. And even then it's not awful. We'll take a befuddle, but we're not going to put it in the main deck. What else are we gonna get? Give me some cards. Give me some cards? Not those cards. Give me other cards. Take a foil Gift of Paradise. I don't think we're getting anything. I don't remember anything else that might come around. We're definitely being... I think we're being cut on red. Like, we've seen no real red come by except for those somewhat late shocks, which probably means that it was just a heavy red pack. We'll take that crab. I think we already have another one. Yeah, so we've got 2 in the sideboard. So if we really need to turtle up, we can. And another sleep paralysis, for that matter. I think I like the convolute over the third sleep paralysis, though. Just a little bit more flexibility. Stops, you know, removal or something for the turn if we happen to have it. So yeah, we'll go with this deck. We'll add some basic lands. It's going to be 12-4. 11-5. So that's 12-6. I think that's probably fine. I am going to check the odds on that. Just to know if we have a 40 card deck and there are 6 red sources and we draw 10 by turn 3, so our opening 7 plus our 3. What are the odds of having 1 mountain? 84%. 84%. And the odds of us having 2 for Chandra's Outrage after like 4 more turns of card draw is 70%. Yeah, that's fine. 12 and 6 is fine. We'll save that deck, and we are going to play. And we're in to match 1. And beat those odds. Beat those odds. We got 2 mountains in our opening hand and none of our 12 blue sources. But we've got a shock, and we will draw blue sources. We have to. It is statistically improbable for us to not. So we're going to keep. And we're going to learn about statistics, I think. All right, Foxy Dub, let's see how it goes. Yeah. Octoprofit over here with the other blue. Means that we can cast Chandra's Outrage far earlier than normally expected. Let's make sure that I'm not F6ing here, just in case they have a 2-drop. They do not. Not going to shock it. Give me that blue source. Yes, we got there. So we get a Brineborn Cutthroat. And we have, look at that, 3 instants in hand. That ain't not too shabby. Our opponent missed a land drop. Let's punish. Let's punish. Let's bash on in for 2, and then we can anticipate and shock, making this a 4/3. I think we're pretty good here. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, opponent's going to miss their land again, so we're going to anticipate, get a counter. Hi, Cavalier that we super can't cast. Do we shuffle our library at all? We don't, eh? I don't think we need the Cavalier to win this game. I think we can just... Yeah, I think we just go. You gotta know when to throw away your bombs. They're not always vital. Not always vital. Opponent discards a Golos. Oh, that hurts. So we'll drop Cloudkin Seer, draw a card. We'll bash on in for 3, and I don't really see a way of losing this match, or this game. Unfortunately for our opponent here. Yeah, they're going to pass the turn again. I'm just going to shock their face. Get another counter. So we take them to 13. We'll take them to 7. Chandra's Outrage on their turn, and they're toast. They are going to be toast. Although, actually, we can't cast... We just assume they'll play a creature, because they're... Oh, they're not just dead. They do have to play a creature here for us to actually get them. Ah, alright. Well, we don't get them. But we still should be fine. 4 red sources. Bash on in. What are they going to do? Are they going to, like, befuddle me here or something? They're going to befuddle me, sure. So that's fine, because we'll take them to 5. Again, we'll outrage whatever they play. Even if it doesn't kill it, they go to 3, and they're basically dead. They're dead off the sleep paralysis. Cloudkin Seer, sure. Let's outrage it. Outrageous! Take him to 3. And we win! Our deck worked really well there. Our opponent's deck gave us that win, though. So let's hope that we do it again. Maybe we don't have to bottom our Cavalier, but bottoming the Cavalier was by far the correct choice there. So far. So yeah, maybe it'll be a quick day. Maybe every match will go that fast. We can hope, right? We can hope. We can hope. We can hope. So yeah, we've got a while more of Core Set 2020, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weeks by my count, and then we get into set review for Eldraine, I think. That's a whole lot. I saw that there was a vote for what flashback draft should be next week, and it looks like Khans of Tarkir is winning. 2 weeks after the Khans of Tarkir cube was up. Okay, I would have preferred something different, but oh well. I would have preferred Triple Innistrad, but I'm assuming that Triple Innistrad is just kind of the go-to Halloween draft, so I assume we won't see that until the end of October. But yeah, Khans of Tarkir is coming back, and if you listen to my review of every draft format I've ever played, Khans of Tarkir was amazing if you can give me a time machine and send me back in time to the first 2 or 3 months of that format. Online with leagues, it's a bit more of a mess. We're going to keep this because that's pretty close to a Cavalier. We've got both Brineborns with an instant in hand. Warden's going to make Cavalier even cheaper. Good start, good start. Sleep paralysis, not really needed at the moment, but you could be useful later. They're on their old 2 lands. I assume they're going to get a 3rd land. Red Source is nifty. So we'll pass that turn. We'll drop a Brineborn Cutthroat on their turn. And then what? I guess we should... They're going to choose green. Sounds good. If we drop the Warden... Blue, 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 1. Yeah, that's a Cavalier next turn. So we're going to drop the Warden. And we're going to offer the trade here. So yeah, we drop Warden, we Brainstorm, and then we have 7 in the air. Jesus. Oh boy. Oh, this deck's pretty good. If they kill our Warden, we then just drop a Brineborn Cutthroat on their turn and then anticipate. Brightwood Tracker's not a concern here. N'est pas de la concern. They'll attack for 2 and we'll take it. Or not. Okay. Fair. These don't have reach, right? They do not. Let's bash on in for 2. And then let's drop a 4-drop 5/5 flyer that brainstorms and goes back in my library. We put 2 on the top. Captivating Gyre, land. And then, yeah, so we'll draw a land next turn, which means we can hold up Convolute and this Brineborn Cutthroat. And basically, if we get through this turn without being too harassed, we probably win. Even a spider's fine, because a spider we could sleep paralyze. Why do I always say paralyze? Golos, sure. Nowhere near the mana to activate it. So they're going to take 7 and go to 9. Oh, you thought that came in untapped or something? They went and got an evolve. What? Why wouldn't you get the land that you want to Evolving Wilds for? I am confused. Let's bash in for 7. Take him to 9. And then we'll hold up Convolute and Brineborn Cutthroat, which is going to make that Brineborn Cutthroat a 4/3. We make sure that we play the Brineborn Cutthroat first so that it's on the battlefield, and then Convolute, so then we get counters on both. Of course, they have 4 mana up. Not that any of this matters. There we go. Alright, so we Brineborn Cutthroat. Get it on the battlefield. And then we Convolute that. Counters on both Cutthroats. Our Cavalier is not paralyzed. Alright, so they're going to take 7 in the air, go to 2. Five, 6 mana, eh? Bounce, bounce, bounce. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, there we go. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Attack with all. Boy, I hope every match is like that. That deck is good. Oh my god, this deck's good. I'm glad we stuck on the mono blue plan for so long there. 1-0 into match 2. We are going to play first, you betcha. That sure is another red source. 1 red source. If we draw any land, we have a bird grabber. I'm not going to keep it. It's just 5-drop, 5-drop, 4-drop. Not going to keep. That's a whole lot better. We're going to keep that one, and we're going to send that Flame Sweep away. So we get to Brineborn Cutthroat into Warden into Turtle. It's just, you know, it's a... How many legs do crabs have? 8? It's an 8-legged turtle. So they're on red-white, it looks like. Intriguing. Intriguing. Red, white, and blue. God bless America. Let's drop in the Brineborn Cutthroat. Yeah, that sure is all the mountains. Let's bash on in for 2. Let's drop ourselves a Warden. And then it's time to crab up. Man, a Winged Words would be great, eh? Refill my hand a little bit here. Angel? Yeah, I'll slam both of these creatures into that Angel. You don't need to have a 2/2 flyer. Not remotely. And then we'll see what lives. I assume they'd block here and block the Warden. They don't want me to have cheap flyers. Although, if I'm at 4 mana already, I don't know if killing that's as important as stopping this from getting counters, because we're going to put a counter on that on their turn with this Anticipate. We're going to see what we can find. I'm not sure what we'll find, but we'll see what we can find. They're going to pass the turn, eh? Smells suspicious. Anticipate, get a counter. Finding, yeah, Cavalier sounds great. Put those in the bottom. One time, no Convolute. Bash on in for 3. I almost wonder, like, do we play around the Convolute here? I honestly think we do. I think we do. Four mana played nothing. Alright. No more Convolute. That's good. And I'll jam this Brineborn into that Griffin Protector for sure. That Griffin Protector does not need to exist at this moment in time. Go away, bird. Yeah, go away. And we'll drop this Cavalier. Brainstorm it up, putting a Serpent and an Island on top. Because then we have Shock available, we have Goblin Smuggler available, which could sneak through my crab. Most likely we will just sleep paralysis, whatever they play here. Rude. Rude. Unimpressed. Unimpressed. I'm going to have to read what Captivating Gyre says. Is it creatures or is it opponent's creatures? Can I bounce my own? Alright, so we'll just bash on in for 3 here. Take him down to 10. We're still in okay-ish shape. Do I have any way of dealing with enchantments? Not really, right? Blue, red. Apostle, not really a concern. Especially because we can just shock it. Where is... There we go. Aerial Assault. That's freaking rude. No, not really. You are a destroy target artifact. What are you killing? You're killing my crab? Okay, sure. Whatever. Shock your 2/1. Alright, 5 turn clock. 5 turn clock, and we're drawing a Sea Serpent, which is pretty good. So we will bash on in for 2. Take him to 8. Drop Mr. Sea Serpent here. And that's going to represent a 2-turn clock. Although we need 1 more mana to actually pull that one off. Steadfast Sentry, not a problem. I'll jam my Smuggler into that. Actually, no, we'll just sleep paralysis it. Paralyze it. There we go. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's take him to 2. Take him to 2. And then they die to the unblockable Sea Serpent. Unsummon the Sea Serpent. Well, that's real rude. Rudest of rudes. They're down to 2 cards, though, so... Considering we've seen, like, no flyers in our flyers deck, I think we're pretty good before too long here. Bird Grabber. That's gonna work. That's gonna work real well. 4, 5, 6. We can't cast them both, eh? Well, you're gonna tell me whether Fencing Ace has a combat trick or not up his sleeve. Does he? He does not. Happy with that trade. Oh, he does? But you cast it after first strike damage. So it's still going to die. Okay, sure. So they've got 1 card in hand, so we just drop the Serpent and pass the turn. We'll drop this land next turn and make that unblockable. Yeah, if they had cast that before damage, it would have lived. They cast their Winged Words, 2 cards in hand. One of those 3 was a land, so that's all good. Well, we don't even have to make it unblockable. We'll just smash on in for 4. And ask our opponent to not play Planar Cleansing, I guess. Let's draw a card. Let's hold up Convolute. That's my plan. Anticipate, sure. I anticipate us winning. Yeah, no. No. Got him. Man, this deck is so good. Can I just play this deck forever? Oh, it's really good. Well, I think we just go back in. Shock hits a lot of things. Seems like a good matchup. That was even on a mull. Didn't even need that Flame Sweep. Okay, this is slow, but we get a Scry. So we'll keep. Still slow. Scry. Still slow. Bottom that. Alright, deck, speed up. Speed up, please. Speed up. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we're not going to do. We're not going to lose quickly. We may not win quickly, but we're not going to lose quickly. 3-drop, please. Technically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we cast that, we have to discard a card. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. We could just play our crab next turn. As long as they don't drop a flyer, the crab's going to be fine. And then, unless the flyer's not magically like 9 power or something, it's still going to be fine. They do have the protector. That's fine. We can paralyze that. Or just shoot it. Or just shoot it. Let's just shoot it. Don't even allow it to get pumped. Just shoot it. So I guess we're going to play Air Elemental, which is going to bite out a sleep paralysis or something. Oh, come on! There's his foil. There's his foil. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, well, we're going to paralyze that. Well, they win. They win. Theirs is worth probably double mine. Alright, so we'll paralyze that, and then we'll see where we go. Paralyze. Except our opponent's not going to convolute this like we did. Go to sleep. What else you got? Dawning Angel? Herald of the Sun. Sure. We're going to paralyze that too. Get paralyzed. So that's pretty scary if they get more flyers on the board. So let's hope they don't. Yeah, that's not a flyer. That's fine. This is flyers, right? Yeah. Pardon me? I've never seen this card cast. So they can look at the top card. They can cast it if it's an artifact, which it probably won't be, or a colorless non-land card, which it can't be. And they can pay a life to get rid of the card, but only once a turn. If we can just speed up, I think we're going to win. BT dubs. Let's kill that. If we can just go faster, I think we're fine. So they exiled an island off the top of their deck, sure. So we're going to get this Air Elemental down to try to start this game finally. And as long as that lives, that's going to let us Winged Words to refill. Mystic Forge. Interesting. Metropolis Sprite, sure. So that can get a counter on it. Pacifism, sure. Apostle, sure. Alright, so we're going to Winged Words. I want that shock. Shock the flyer so it doesn't get counters on it. And then we'll pass the turn and we'll anticipate on their turn. Alright, we just need to hit our Cavalier. Or really any of our flyers that just aren't really showing up. So we'll take 2. Our opponent finally hits us. We're going to anticipate. We're going to anticipate. There we go. We find they're going to exile, sure. They exile an island. We find a Warden or a Cutthroat. Warden is better. Alright, so that's a Cutthroat on the bottom. Metropolis Sprite, cool. So we get to drop the Warden. And then 1 mana drop the Sprite. And then pass the turn. And now we get to start flying in for 4 a turn. We've got them on a 4-turn clock. What? Okay. 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 I guess we drop the serpent because we chump. We get in for 4 and we take him to 12, and then we chump and we get in for 4 and take him to 8. Okay. This matchup could end with 3 Cavalier of Gales on the battlefield. I thought our opponent had a bad deck when they dropped the Mystic Forge. But no, they're just digging as hard as they can to their pair of bomb-ass mythics. We're actually going to take 5 this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We actually have them on a 2-turn clock here. We actually have them on a 2-turn clock. Don't play a flyer. Why'd you go and do that? Like, I specifically asked you not to. Goblin Smuggler. Good old Hasty Boy. Good old Hasty Boy here. Goblin Smuggler, welcome to the team. In with the team that I just welcomed you to. And we'll see if we get the Metropolis Sprite blocking the Warden. Trade there, sure. You gonna take 8? No, you're not gonna take 8. Do we want to play chicken here? I think I want to play chicken with them, make them be the ones who pump first. You gonna pump? You gonna pump? Huh? 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 Yeah, you're not gonna pump. Alright, so they go to 10, we drop Octoprofit. If we find Captivating Gale, Flame Sweep. Explain yourself again, please. Everybody except for my flyers. Doesn't really get rid of what I need to get rid of. Because they're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna put counters. So 6, 7, 8, 9. No Flame Sweep. Do I want the Warden? The Warden is a blocker against 5. I do want the Warden. They're going to Mystic Forge, getting rid of Temple, sure. So they're down to 9. They almost can't attack here. That's unfortunate. Now they can attack here. Oh, they even gain life off of it. Oh. Sure. Oh, it's not every creature. Why was I thinking it was every flying creature? Sure, I'll take 6. That's fine. Flame Sweep looking a little bit better now. Because we could have gotten in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we could have got in for a lot. So we have to leave a blocker back for the Cavalier. And that could just be our Warden. Yeah, so let's smash in. Presumably they'll block the Sprite. So do I want to deal 5 and take him to 8? Let's get the Sprite out of the way. So we'll take him to 8 here. And then we've got a Warden, which is going to chump the Cavalier. And a Crab, which might just be a point of damage. So we chump, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. They still have 2 health. Well, that helps. You keep pinging yourself. That's fine by me. Because Because this doesn't... You can't even cast anything that they're going to be getting, because they probably don't have artifacts in their deck. Okay, well, that did it. That did it. Man! We lost this game. We still have another game, and we're going to side in Reckless Air Strike? Strike. We're going to side in Reckless Airstrike. And Bone Dash. Bone Dash in, Reckless Airstrike in. Get rid of... Octoprofit's no good. And honestly, the crab doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's get rid of the crab. Alright, so let's go in with that. Remember, the second they have 3 blue and are at 5 mana, we are in trouble. So we must hold stuff up to prevent trouble. Let's also just get a faster start. That was a very slow start. We're going to play first. Yeah, that's a faster start. It's a much faster start. Keep that. Heck yes. Drop the island, pass the turn. Double Cavalier. Holy moly. We technically should have led with the island. I'm sure you're yelling at me. Alright, so we'll drop the Brineborn. Pass the turn. We will shock the Metropolis Sprite on their turn, which means we will not be winged wordsing here. So we'll pass that turn. We'll even wait for the pump on this. Oh no, 3 blue. Winged words, sure thing. Attack. Kill it? You should have got in for damage, friendo. Temple. Let's scry. I don't want more lands. Bash on in for 3, and then we will draw. Hopefully not 2 lands after scrying that land away. It is my Cavalier. My Cavalier. Let's hope our opponent doesn't have one of their 2 Cavaliers. Oh, they missed a land drop last turn? No, they didn't. Never mind. This is just their turn 4. Alright, so they're very close to Cavaliering. That's fine. Aerial Assault, whatevs. Alright, so let's drop our Cavalier. Brainstorm. Let's put back Captivating Gyre. So, return up to 3 target creatures. So I could bounce mine and 2 of theirs. Cool, cool, cool. It wouldn't be a great plan, but it would do the thing that I need it to do. And let's draw a Convolute next turn. What's next turn going to be? 6 mana? We could do Warden and hold up Convolute. Man, if they have a Cavalier in hand, at least we can paralyze it. We can paralyze that one. So yeah, let's put Convolute on top. Pass the turn. Ask them to not paralyze or pacify my Cavalier. And also don't play your own. Fine. Play your own. Be like that. Oh, this doesn't even kill flyers. Why did I think it killed flyers? Deals 3 to flyers. It kills most flyers. Kills most. Alright, so we are going to have to paralyze that Cavalier and then start the beats. So, paralyze the Cavalier, which unfortunately does not leave up Convolute. Blech. Bash for 5 and ask them to not play their second Cavalier, please. Please don't play your second Cavalier. Anticipate? Sure. Sure. Alright, we are never, ever not holding up this Convolute for the rest of this game. Mystic Forge? We have a target! We have a target, and I'm actually going to do it too. I kind of want them to lose a life first, though, to be honest. So yeah, let's bash on in for 5. You know what? The airstrike doesn't matter. I think dealing 3 to a potential flying blocker is more important. So we're just going to drop this Warden. And that's lethal on the board, by the by, with a Convolute up. Come on. One time. 7 mana. I just need you to play more than a 3-drop. That's fine. We can bounce it or airstrike it. That is not going to happen, though. All right. 2 mana. And we even if they have a negate for this, even if we still have Captivating Gyre to bounce it. Sure, they technically countered it, so we'll put it on top. Captivating Gyre. Just the one creature, thank you. And we win! My Cavalier is better than your Cavaliers. Oh, we beat the double Cavalier deck. Where do we go from there? I guess we go into the finals is where we go. Oh, this deck is really good. This deck is really, really good. Into the finals, trying to get this trophy. Can we face a better deck than that one? I mean, I guess we could face a double Cavalier deck that isn't playing Mystic Forge. I don't recommend playing Mystic Forge. Because, yeah, what was our opponent doing with Mystic Forge? It was literally just digging for cards. But you're not even drawing the card is the trick. Like, what is it called? Undercity Contract? Undercity... There was a card where you enchanted, I think it was a swamp, but maybe it was a land, and you could tap it to pay a life and draw a card. Drawing a card is a lot different than exiling the top card of your library, though. It's a lot slower. We're going to keep this. This looks great. We are going to need 1 land, I guess, but otherwise it looks great. Go with me here. Tell me that it looks great. Pretend. Pretend. Continue pretending this looks great. Please give me a land. Give me a land and we're great. Give me a land and we've got Smuggler. Give me a land and we've got Winged Words. We're going to kill that. Land, 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 please. Ooh. Good old George Miller, milling land, 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 land. Just taunting me, eh? Just taunting me. There's a land. So the question is, do we hold up Convolute? Am I afraid of 4 mana? I don't think I'm super afraid of 4 mana. So let's drop the Smuggler and see if they want to trade George for a Goblin. Want to trade? No? Psh. Blood Burglar, sure. Animist Land? In for 2, sure. Animist Land drop. They needed one of those lands. Okay. We have a chance, but not if we draw 5 drops. We don't, or 6 drops rather. Yeah, this looks like a Convolute hold-up turn. Because we're not really getting much off of Winged Words here. It gets us ahead on land. Assuming we hit a land. Like, I wasn't afraid of a 4-drop last turn. Am I going to be afraid of a 4-drop this turn? And they may not even hit it. Let's Winged Words. Let's try to get ahead on card advantage. Try to get ahead on lands here. There we go. Alright. Straight up murder my Goblin. But hey, if they use their murder on a 2/2, I feel fine. Shock looks good, but we don't have... Actually, we can shock and hold up Convolute. Shock the Blood Burglar. I don't want them gaining more life. Now we shall finally pass the turn holding up Convolute and get them on this 4-drop that they're going to play, maybe, on turn 7. Are they stuck on lands too, still? Looks like they might still be stuck on lands. I'll take 2. Down to 12. We'll get flyers at some point for George here. Oh, they cast nothing. They get us. They get us good. Land. I'll just pass the turn holding up Outrage and Convolute. Convolute if there's something scary. If not, we just get rid of George here. Alright, let's just get rid of George here. George, go away. Still miss a land. I wonder if they're like super low curve or something. Yup. Hi, Cav. How's it going? Cav OG. Wow. Okay. Wait, isn't this really good for me? The second trigger is going to trigger first, right? I get to scry my 2 that I'm going to brainstorm. Yeah, we don't want the wait, Cavalier's on top? Heck yeah, it is. So we're going to draw the Cavalier. So we're going to... Do I want the Bird Grabber? Not really. I really kind of want another land. We're going to put Bird Grabber on the bottom. We're going to keep Cavalier on top. Draw the Cavalier. Put back, I guess, the Cavalier. No, just in case I screw up, we'll keep that here. We'll put Gyre back and Crab back. Play the land for the turn. So Cavalier is just going to come right back next turn. I have to exile a card. Oh no, goodbye, Octoprophet. And hello, Cavalier of Gales. We'll put back the Gyre and the Serpent. Play a land for the turn. Pass the turn. And if Cavalier lives this turn, we have Convolute forever. Sure. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. I am approximately ready to claim this game as being ours. In for 5. 6, 7. So we can drop a Crab. Or we could just paralyze the 3/2. No, we need to... They're not going to have flyers, right? There's so few flyers they could potentially have, and we could just counter it if they play it. Yeah. No, let's drop the Crab. We'll take the 3 in the air. I'm fine with that. We'll take the 3 in the air. We'll stop Fenlurker from coming in, which will convince them to cast something instead. Because we're on a 4-turn clock. They're on a 3-turn clock. Reduced to ashes. Nope. Not today. Not today. And now we can be a little bit more greedy with what we're casting. We can cast that Air Elemental. So we'll get in for 5. Dropping them to 8. And we'll drop ourselves the most damage that we can do. And here's our chance. Captivating Gyre might put us over the edge here. They're going to Bone Splinters to kill the Air Elemental. Okay. And they're going to Ogre Siegebreaker. Sure. And then I assume they're going to attack for 3 because they're not blocking in the air. So we go to 6. These don't have haste, so we could Captivating them. Yeah, let's just Captivating them. And then we'll get in for 6. Hey, we win. Holy moly. Alright, 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 alright. Can we do anything here? I think they want to be speedy. So I'm almost wondering about another Crab. We didn't really see flyers. I feel like Now, I feel like Crab just slows us down too much. Flame Sweep's going to be really good in this matchup. All right, let's go back in, see if we can do that again. If we do, we trophy with this incredible deck. That's a good hand. That's a real good hand. Bloodfell Cave, sure. Gain yourself that life. Winged Words, okay. Plan is still going to be Cutthroat into Anticipate. The old Blood Burglar, well, I think Cutthroat's actually going to block that Blood Burglar. So they are really removal heavy. Like, really removal heavy. So we'll block here. Get that off the board. This will take way too much work to actually become livable through a 2-2. Like, not only would we have to play the Anticipate, we'd have to draw and play another one. So I'm totally fine with this trade. Which means that I think we're going to play the Warden this turn. They're going to play George Miller, sure thing. Milling land. Bone Splinters. Alright, so we're going to play Warden, which is going to let us play a 2-drop Winged Words, which will hopefully let us draw into something, right? Alright, they don't lose... They don't get mana screwed here. So our Winged Words isn't really doing a lot for us, so I'm pretty happy to block here as well. They definitely are on the do a lot of damage plan, and if I can stop that, it's going to help. That is not awful. We can just paralyze it. We just have to always remember that it exists. Always remember it exists. Bird Grabber is fine. Embodiment, it's a 3/3. Yeah, I kind of need a mountain. We did not get the mountain. I guess we will Winged Words. Draw. Still no mountain. So that Bird Grabber is going to fly, so we're just taking 5 here. So I think we are going to Anticipate on their turn. They're down to 1 card. All we need to do is get rid of that Embodiment. So if I find a mountain, I'm probably taking it. Last card in hand is a Boneclad Necromancer. They're going to get... Well, they've got themselves a board. They've got themselves a board, and I think we were correct in saying that their plan is to deal damage. Anticipate. Find me a mountain. Thanks. Thanks, Anticipate. Thanks. 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 Barf. We are going to play a Bird Grabber that's going to eat a zombie. And then probably die. Well, they just won't attack in with the zombie. They'll attack in with these 3. So we're going to take 8. Yikes. Oh, cool. We do get to eat the zombie. Thanks. Alright, so we can shoot that. And then we're just taking 6 next turn, so we're still not dead. Sprite lets us block. Let us block this. Yeah. So I will pump, block, shock. Okay. Okay, so we really can't go slow, because if they get that Chandra out, we're toast. We are in a billion different ways dead. That means we're going to need to mulligan appropriately. We are going to need to have a hand that works, like, fast. So crabs are still not the plan. Even though our opponent is looking to attack, they're definitely looking to be a little bit fast. Our plan cannot be to go slower with a Chandra. So, Convolute is Chandra target. Definite Chandra target. It's the only way we're dealing with it. So, let's submit the deck as is. Let's get a good starting hand. Nope, this is one that just doesn't work. This is one that just doesn't work. It's way too slow. We don't even know that we'll get this crab, so that has to be Mull. This we at least get to anticipate, and we can Convolute. So we're going to keep, and we're going to throw away that Frilled Sea Serpent. But we're going to need to find some stuff. We are going to need to find some stuff. I don't know that we're going to beat Chandra. We were so close. We were so close to that trophy. So close. We are going to have to ask our opponent to stumble here. Oh, they also mulled. They also mulled. No 1-drop. Perfect. I would also really appreciate no 2-drop. Red card can go over there. No 2-drop would mean the world to me, opponent. Fine. I see how it is. I get it. I understand, we're just not friends. Alright, well there's a mountain, so we can play Goblin Smuggler. Good old Smuggle Boy. Smuggler will trade with Burglar. And then opponent's going to play George Miller, I would assume. I thought I was in the block step. I was not in the block step. We're going to pitch this Sleep Paralysis. Oh, it feels bad. It feels real bad. Hey, we drew one anyways. Yeah, we're going to drop Fortress Crab. Oh, that feels really bad. Feels really bad. That's one of those misclicks where I didn't read carefully. All right, block. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. So they should be at 22 and we should be at 20. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're gonna have to paralyze that, which is good because we're just drawing lands otherwise. All right, if we like top deck Cavalier and they don't have removal in hand, if we can just get our fly. Don't we have a Cloudkin Seer that we've cast like once? I'll take one because they can just pay to activate that. Yeah, it's a Boneclad Necromancer. Woof. Octoprophet, that'll help us dig. Show me stuff. Show me stuff. Mountain, no. Shock. I guess. Get rid of the Fenlurker or something. So I'll happily kill their 3/3. No problem there. 2 cards in hand. Oh, okay. I thought that was Chandra mana for a second. Another Boneclad. Sure. Can we get Flame Sweep, please? Flame Sweep would be nice. We knew we were drawing a shock. Yeah, we'll pass the turn, which means we get to keep Convolute mana up for Chandra. One card in hand. Block the Fenlurker. Sure. Kill the zombie. So they'll have to tap out for that. We're at 10. Oh, our trophy. Our trophy is gone, I do believe. I do believe. Yep, that is just another island. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's sad. That's sad. I thought this was a trophy deck. this was a trophy deck. Like, this was a deck that you could 3-0 with. We have just whiffed and whiffed heavily here. I can't counter Chandra. I just remembered that as they cast her. She has a lot of text, one of which is this spell can't be countered. Wow. All right. Well, opponent sure did get us. Wow. Well, 2-1 is fine. 2-1 is fine. We get ourselves 2 packs. We got our Cavalier, which we can sell for another $5, which is another pack, meaning, hey, the draft paid for itself. Remember, on Magic Online, you can go 2-1, and the draft can pay for itself. Or, like the Twitch stream where I got Chandra, it can pay for the next several drafts. Yeah, M20, Magic Online. It is great. It is so much better than Arena. I strongly recommend that you check it out. It is just a solid program, and it's a great way to play Magic. It's not as good as Paper, but it's way better than the other alternative. Let me know how M20 is going for you. I don't think I'm going to play that Cons, as I said. Cons of Tarkir on Magic Online in leagues and with everybody trying to go 5 colors just really ends up to be kind of a mess. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can always find me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/ShamanLeek if you want to become a backer there and help the channel out. Patrons are the lifeblood of the channel. You guys, keep it going. You can go over to inktogaming.com, use promo code ManaLeek10, all one word, 10 is the number to get 10% off your order and help with the channel out that way. Easiest way to help out. Thumbs up, subscribe, share. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.